Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today, day 4 of Fanatical Prospecting. And today's topic is going to be 2 parts. One about mental toughness, and there's 4 factors the author refers to in mental toughness. And the second part, we're going to go over some social media things and selling and ideas and different places to look for social media and connect with people. So first, we'll go into mental toughness. Now, the author refers to that, and I totally agree, is that what you did last week, last month, yesterday, doesn't matter. It matters of what you do today, tomorrow, next week, next month. What you're going to continue to do for years is what really brings on success. What you did in the past doesn't matter. What I tell any new agent or any agent that wants to build their business, the only thing that agents have that have been in the business longer, that have had more sales, the only thing that they advantage, in my opinion, that they have, if it is an advantage, is that they have past business to call on to ask for referrals. But I know agents in all companies that are out there. I'll show you an agent with a license number that I know is well over 30 years of being in the business or 20 years in the business, and I'll point to agents that are great, that were great agents at one time that are not doing as much business now. Now, they might be doing it on their own because they want to retire or slow down or just they're happy with their production, but I know there's agents out there that at one time they had it, they lost it, they don't have that work ethic, that work system in place. So, or maybe their mental toughness broke down. I've seen it happen, I don't know how many times, just because life gets in the way sometimes. Now, it's not always the agent's fault. Life gets in the way, good or bad, and gets in the way of business. But, so here are 4 things, mental toughness, that could help you succeed in things that you should think about. So number 1, and you've heard these before, but I want you to write them down or remember them because they're very important. And get the book if you haven't gotten it. Number 1 is desire. The sheer desire to want to do this and be successful at it. But, like I've said many times before, great thing about real estate, your success is all relative to what you want to do. If you help 2 people a year, 2 families a year, 10 families, 20 families, 100 families, and you do a great job for them, they're happy. I use this comparison all of the time. If you walk into a nice restaurant and there's only 5 tables there, do you walk out and go, this is a part-time restaurant? I'm not going to eat here. That's part-time. There's only 5 tables. Where's 500 people that come in here and sit here every day? No, those are more specific. They're more maybe more attentive. Maybe they're more that's their niche market. That's how real estate can be too. Especially like stores. You know, there's certain stores, clothing stores, hobby stores. I'm drawing a blank of different kinds of stores that we could go to, that you know that these people that are working hard every day, they're not multimillionaires. They're not in it to be multimillionaires. They're in it because they love what they do. They're passionate about it. They have a desire to give good service, and they enjoy what they do every day. So in real estate, you just need, number 1, the desire to want to help people buy or sell a house, help them with their lives, help them with the biggest purchase of the biggest purchase probably of their lives, help their families move on, good or bad in their lives, unfortunately, situations. So you need, number 1, in this part of the book, I put my real estate twist on the desire to want to help people. Now you got to figure out your desire of how much you want to succeed yourself and how much you want to make, how much you want to sell, how much you want. Because again, what I meant by all of that was that if you only help 2 people a year and give them all of your attention and they're happy and you worked hard for them and you did a great job, you did great for those people. You accomplished their goal for them. Now your goal is, how much do I want to sell, provide for myself, provide for my family, and succeed. So you need that desire. You just need that. How bad do you want it? Desire of real estate. Because if you don't have it, you're not going to get it. Two, mental resilience. Mental resilience, of course, there's ups and downs and curveballs and dealing with people with emotions, highs and lows. You see it all the time. Any agent watching this has had transactions go sideways on them for seller's fault, buyer's fault, title company, mortgage company, liens on the property. Someone bought a car the day before closing. Someone had their moving truck planned for Friday night when we're signing the papers on Friday, not closing till Monday. There's a million different scenarios where you need mental toughness and deal with that. But a shout out to our Century 21 HomeStar agents. Remember, you got a core of great support here in office, including myself, that could help you through those and to help you be be tough. And that's what I enjoy every day. So if you need to, if you're not with our office, another office, always reach to, if you're having those breaking days, those tough days, those, how do I get through this scenario? How do I get through that? Reach out to your office, reach out to your broker, your manager, your team leader, reach out to someone to help you. You always have someone in your office that can help you, but you need that mental toughness to want to move on the next day, to want to move on to the next transaction, to be able to pick up the phone. So this is definitely a people person business, and there's lots of things that you need mental toughness for, or mental resilience, as the author refers to it as. Number 3, outlearn equals out-earn. Outlearn. In part of this book, and part of the things that I'm doing and make a commitment to every day, or 99% of the time, sometimes my day gets busy, but every day I try to get these videos out to help agents and help you, to help educate and give you ideas to think about. But also remember, there's lots of other books. There's YouTube videos. If you're with an office like Central and HomeStar, we have a whole online university. Outlearn. And other professions, we incorporate, or we think about in their success by the amount of degrees they have. But in real estate, we don't really have that. We do have degrees, we do have designations, but the consumers don't know that much about them. But in other professions, there's master's degrees, there's doctorates, there's double majors, there's even more. There's people out there, and I don't want to go into a whole debate about higher education, that are going to this university instead of that university, because that university's diploma on their wall will look better, and the consumers or the people that they're trying to impress to get jobs, to get into careers, will look highlier on that one. Real estate, we don't have that as much. We don't have these better degrees to show people, look, I'm more educated than this other agent, other than years in the business and sales. But the spoiler alert is I know there's some agents that have been in the business only 3 years and have had less sales than some other agents that know more than other agents. So it's not a years in the business. It's not always years in the business and sales, but with experience comes a lot of that. Because I could see it in the consumers today. There's agents right now that are brand new in real estate. They're getting transactions. They're getting buyers. They're getting sellers because they know them and trust them. They're not going, wow, you need to be in the business 10 years. I'm not even dealing with you. No one really, no, consumers don't do that. So the point I'm getting to about outlearn is out-earn, is that you have to do it for yourself. It's not for a shiny diploma. It's not for another notch on your card that you could show your client. It's to actually learn for yourself, to better yourself, and you're not going to get any credit for it. You're not going to get any credit like, look, I took these extra classes, or I have read all of these real estate books. No, it's all for your own personal betterment, of better skill sets, better ideas. So the great news today with technology and online universities and YouTube and several real estate coaches out there, is that any agent, any company could have access to learn more about sales information, sales skills, objection handling, negotiations, and you can read several books after books and videos after videos of top-notch successful agents from all across real estate and all across the world and what they did to get to where they're at. It's the information is not a secret. There's no secret in how to do it. You can have the information out there. So take time. Out-learn means out-earn. It's just learn, find out, educate yourself. Always be taking watching some type of video or class on a high-producing agent, all different kinds of things. So mental toughness includes that. Fourth and last is physical resilience. Now, of course, a lot of us can't control, our health all of the time. It's sad. It's seen that when people can't control their health. All we have today is our health. We can't buy it. We can't, beg for it. If it's something that's we were dealt the wrong card, or just life, or just things happen. It's just sad. But if you can control it, the author brings this up, and I'm wholeheartedly behind it now that I'm in my 50s now, as of this year. Really paying attention to it is that if you take care of yourself, watch what you eat, try to exercise, try to get some sleep. You've heard that a million times. But if you're tired, you don't have energy, and you feel bad physically, the mental toughness is going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for you to get through that when you don't feel right. And again, this is I'm reaching out to the people out there, the agents out there that can control it, that you have an option to do it. It's not, and I feel, again, I'm not feeling bad for the agents at it. I have many agents that are in situations health-wise. I feel so sorry. We try to help out as much as possible. But for everybody out there that can control what they can control, try to do your best to feel better, have more energy, and get some sleep. Those three things. Try to eat healthier to feel better, or eat whatever way makes you feel better the rest of the day or the next day. I'm not saying eat specific things, but figure out what makes you feel better, which usually is energy. You can't really feel great when you're tired, and get enough sleep. No, that's hard in real estate. Sometimes I get every morning when I wake up, I've got a few emails or text messages from 1:30, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning from agents that are working on things. I know you. I watch them first thing in the morning. Sometimes I don't reply right away because I see you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I can't be sending at 5:45 in the morning an email or a text back that quickly. They're still up 3 hours ago. But so when you have that mental resilience or the physical resilience, and you feel better physically, you don't have to be you don't have to be a marathon runner. I'm not. You don't have to be anything, but just whatever makes you feel better physically helps the mental toughness, helps everything else. So those are the four things: desire, mental resilience, outlearn equals out-earn, and 4 was physical resilience. So remember those 4 things. And then last day, we're going to go over some social media. Not to talk about the past, but I love to compare, because I want agents today, and I said this, a lot of our brand new agents, we've got dozens and dozens of brand new agents this year right out of school. As I say, today, my opinion is you can be super salespeople, and you have things at your fingertips that we didn't have the tools and technology 28 years ago when I got in the real estate business. All I had was a phone, and when I first started, I didn't even have voicemail. I had a phone at the office, and I had someone writing messages for me. That was it. I could only get a hold of people between like 6 and 8 or 6 and 9 at night on their home phone. They didn't have cell phones. So with no voicemail, and guess what? No caller ID. So imagine making some phone calls and going, busy signals. There's kids today don't even know what a busy signal is. What's a busy signal? That is when you couldn't get a hold of people. So why I bring up the past is that you should be thankful and should be understand and use all the tools imaginable. So social media is a great way, because one of the things in dealing with sales is that you want to get to know your clients. We used to have to get to know our clients by either talking to other people to find out what's on the gossip trail of what's happening with people, or actually get on the phone and talk with them. How many kids do you have? How old are they now? Where are they in school? Where are they going? What are you up to? Where are you working now? The amount of time and effort just to get the smallest detail of someone's life, to be able to connect with them as a salesperson and to build a relationship, was so hard back then. So anybody that's watching this that's in their late 40s, 50s, or later, that understands sales or been in sales, you understand that. So I'm going to go over some of the things. Here's some of the things that you have, and I'm not familiar with all of them. I use Facebook a lot, Instagram a little bit, and but here are some avenues if you want to write them down. Of course, reach out to me. There's LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, Foursquare, Swarm, SoundCloud, YouTube, Snapchat, WhatsApp, SlideShare. These are many different social medias that are going out. And then the funny thing is, when I talk to my children, Facebook is becoming old. You know, it's the old person's, as they are referred to, it's social media. So the point of what those things in social media, I'm saying is, my suggestion is pick the ones you like to use, but be familiar with all of them. They're not all sales tools to sell, but you should be connected with a majority or some of them, so you could paint a picture and you know what people are doing. Example, if you are LinkedIn now, if you're on LinkedIn and you're searching for your database and all the people in your database in LinkedIn, now you know where they work, when they switched jobs, information about them. Sometimes they're posting and when they're looking for a job. They might want to move. It might spark a real estate sale. So what you're doing is kind of putting feelers in all of the different social medias to watch what your database of people, your community of people that you're following up on with text message, emails, social networking messages, things like that, to paint a picture, because there's so much. The big companies, or I'm saying national companies, the franchises, even the Zillows and all of that are their number one most important and thing to them is data, and knowing what people are doing, knowing where they work, what their likes and dislikes are, all of that. This is a sale. I mean, compared to the last 28 years, this is a salesman's dream to have all of this data without having to pick up the phone and finally get a hold of them and spend an hour on the phone with them going, what's going on? You know it in real time with a lot of these people. So my suggestion and homework for today is research some of these things. Again, I'll go through the list again. LinkedIn, obviously we know about Facebook. You're watching this on my Facebook. Twitter, Google, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, Foursquare, Swarm, SoundCloud, YouTube, Snapchat, WhatsApp, SlideShare. To know what's going on out there and connect with people, because you're going to have different generations of people in your database that only use certain social medias. They connect with you when you connect with them, if they allow you to connect with them on that social media avenue. Don't spend 3 hours a day on it. You don't have to spend all that time, but be connected in it so people could find you. You know what it's about. You might set up notifications of the people that you have that you're connected to, kind of like Twitter does that. If you don't know already, you can have alerts. If you're following someone, I suggest to use social network. Again, you can. I mean, a lot of us use it for personal use and the family, friends, and all of that. But try to use it for business. And last suggestion, I'll say social media, that I see a lot of agents on there, because I have over 4,000 realtors on as friends on Facebook. Sometimes I'll click on there like, wow, they have 1,500 similar friends. I suggest not to use social network as much for reaching out to other agents. You can, I mean, again, this is just my opinion. Maybe have another account for that, but you should be using it as a prospecting engine. The social media is a prospecting engine and connecting with your database. And if you connect too much to people, other agents that are not going to give you business, that you're just there to watch what they do, that your news feeds, your stuff, it's just going to get clouded with everything else. Just my opinion. I mean, that's just what I do. And I see agents on there. They have more agents on there than other people that might use them as an agent. So that's my suggestion on what to do with social media. So that's it for today. It's just those 4 factors of mental toughness, little information or ideas to think about for social media. And tomorrow, day 5, we're going to go over some telephone ideas, good practices, not good practices to do, and the 5 simple steps of telephone prospecting that you can do. So we're really going to hit the telephone, the old school telephone, picking it up, making a call, talking to people. I'm going to go over that the last day tomorrow and then kind of summarize the rest of the book up. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday at 11. Bye-bye.